How to become a monster. Somewhere right now, someone is becoming a monster. Not with fangs, not with claws, with a decision, a small one, made quietly and justified perfectly. Because here's the unsettling truth philosophy keeps circling back to. Monsters aren't born. They're built, one rationalization at a time. And the scariest part? The blueprint has been sitting in plain sight for centuries, written by three men who weren't warning us away from the abyss. They were handing us the map. Part 1. Nietzsche. Stare into the abyss. Friedrich Nietzsche gave us the most famous warning in philosophy, and almost nobody heeds it. He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he thereby become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. Step 1 of becoming a monster, according to Nietzsche, is simple. Fight 1. Convince yourself you're the hero. Convince yourself the ends justify anything, because your enemy is worse than you. This is how good people do terrible things, not by abandoning morality, but by weaponizing it. The soldier who tortures for the greater good, the activist who silences dissent for justice, the parent who controls out of love. Nietzsche also gives us a second ingredient, the will to power. Not power over others necessarily, but the refusal to be constrained by any morality you didn't choose for yourself. He called this moving beyond good and evil. Sounds liberating. It's also exactly how a person stops asking whether something is right, and starts asking only whether it's possible. The abyss doesn't announce itself. It just waits for you to stop noticing you're staring into it. Part 2. Machiavelli. The ends justify the means. If Nietzsche hands you the psychology, Niccolò Machiavelli hands you the method. In The Prince, Machiavelli made a claim that scandalized Europe. A ruler should not ask whether an action is good, but whether it works. It is, he argued, far safer to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both, because love is fickle, but fear is reliable. This is step 2. Stop asking, is this right? Start asking, is this effective? Once effectiveness becomes your only measurement, cruelty stops being cruelty. It becomes strategy. Betrayal stops being betrayal. It becomes timing. Machiavelli never told people to be evil for its own sake. He told them to be willing to appear virtuous while doing whatever necessity demands. The monster isn't the one who abandons the mask. It's the one who perfects it. Look at history's most efficient tyrants. Few of them thought of themselves as villains. They thought of themselves as realists, people who understood, as Machiavelli did, that scruples are a luxury the powerful cannot always afford. Part 3. Carl Jung. Meet your shadow. The final piece comes from psychiatrist Carl Jung, and it's the most personal one, because Jung wasn't writing about rulers or warriors. He was writing about you. Jung proposed that everyone carries a shadow, the disowned, repressed parts of ourselves, our rage, our envy, our cruelty, our appetite for cruelty in others' downfall. Most people spend their whole lives denying the shadow exists, projecting it outward instead. The moment you stop confronting your own darkness and start seeing it only in other people, Jung warned, is the moment it controls you completely. Everyone carries a shadow, he wrote, and the less it is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. This is step 3, and it's the most dangerous because it's invisible. Refuse to look inward. Never examine your own capacity for harm. Call yourself the good guy so completely that you stop checking. A monster, in Jung's framework, isn't someone consumed by darkness. It's someone who successfully convinced themselves they had none. The synthesis. Put these 3 together and the recipe for a monster becomes disturbingly coherent. Nietzsche tells you to fight your enemies without noticing you're becoming them. Machiavelli tells you to trade what's right for what works. Jung tells you to never, ever look inward long enough to notice the trade happened. Fight without self-awareness. Act without conscience. Deny without reflection. That's the whole formula. And the terrifying part is that it doesn't require a villain's origin story. It only requires small, defensible steps, each one easy to justify in isolation. Here's the thing, though. All 3 of these philosophers, in their own way, were also handing us the antidote. Nietzsche's warning about the abyss is only a warning if you're paying attention to it. Machiavelli's cold pragmatism becomes a mirror the moment you ask, what am I becoming to win? And Jung's entire life's work was built on a single radical idea, that the way to defeat your shadow isn't to destroy it. It's to see it, to integrate it, to know exactly what you're capable of, so it never sneaks up and drives. So maybe the real question isn't how do I become a monster? Maybe it's how many of these steps have I already taken without noticing? If you want to actually stay human, philosophy's oldest advice might be its simplest. Keep looking inward, even when, especially when, it's the last thing you want to do. Subscribe for more philosophy that hits different.